minute! Hold the presses! Stop right there! Wait 1 second! You're now rocking with DJ S.WHiT!
Hip Hop Nation Sirius XM DJ S.WHiT sitting here, and I'm talking to the man of the year. Yes, you want to introduce yourself? Because I don't think I could do you any justice.
The year. Damn.
Of the year.
Yo, what up, it's Macklemore. What's going on?
What's up, man?
I am chilling.
You finally made your way over to Hip Hop Nation. We appreciate it. I know you have a very busy schedule. You tour, you do shows.
Yes.
You got hit singles that are like platinum status.
Man.
Like, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. We've been working. Been working hard, and it's paid off, man. It's been an amazing year, and the fact that I'm finally talking to Sirius XM on some hip hop shit is dope, because I listen to this nonstop.
I know the hip hop community has finally embraced you, and although the singles are more mainstream, you know, how does it feel that hip hop is finally embracing you as a hip hop artist?
You know, it's funny to me because, you know, you say that the singles are more mainstream. I mean, they do probably have a little bit more of a mainstream sound than the rest of the album, but we didn't make those. To me, Thrift Shop is a song that, like, I'm spitting on, that, you know, there's like some 808s and a slapping snare. Like, it wasn't made to be a pop record. Pop came to us.
You were just making music.
I was just making music. We were making music. We didn't think we had a single on the album at all. So, you know, I say that we didn't make pop music. Pop came to us. But in terms of being embraced by the hip hop community, I mean, I think that's it's dope. I mean, you want to be. I come from a school of backpack underground rap. Like, that's where I grew up, and you know, I think that for people's first introduction to be a song like a Thrift Shop, it's cool, but then it got so beat over your head, like every single radio station was playing it all the time, that, like, you know, you get put into a box. And I think, you know, it's taken, you know, 6 months, but to finally kind of break out of that box, to have some more success with other songs, and then also the Heist just really selling well, it's been dope. And I think that, you know, if you do the YouTube homework and you know, listen to some other songs or go click on some freestyles or whatever, people see where the skill level's at.
You know, in the hip hop community, you know, it's real homophobic, I will say.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they outcast that thing and scrutinize it. You know, was it tough for you going in and making this song and saying, hey, you know, I may get some backlash from this later down the road, or was it just a risk taker you didn't mind taking?
No, I mean, I definitely thought about it, for sure. Like, it was, I knew that it was a very important record that exceeded any sort of, like, judgment that I might get from the hip hop community. But I definitely, you know, it was a brave move on that behalf of saying the line when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay. Like, for one, probably like a quarter of the world thinks that I'm gay.
They misinterpret it.
Absolutely, they misinterpret it. But you know, I was like, I don't know what my peers are gonna think about this song. And, you know, I mean, I remember, like, Q and Ab had already done like, I had already made the song, and, like, Q was in the studio, and I was like, I'm not trying to play Q this shit. Like, you know, he might not want to be on the album, or, you know, whatever. You start thinking in your head, like, you know, I wonder how people are gonna judge me. But at the end of the day, what's the most important, and what I put all that on the line. That doesn't matter if you hear a song like Same Love and don't want to make a record with me, then it wasn't meant to be. Like, Same Love is out of all of the songs that I've ever written, to me, probably the most important.
Schoolboy Q was on White Walls. Talk about how that song came about and the relationship you guys were able to, you know, grow.
Me and Q, we've known each other for, you know, a couple years now. I met him at S.WHiT, and yeah, we just always kept in touch, man. He's the homie. He was a homie. He's I would say a close friend at this point. Like, he's somebody that I really respect his music. There was a mutual respect there. Reached out, had a record about Cadillacs. Hit him up. He was, you know, came into town, got in the studio, knocked it out. The night before, he took some shrooms with Ab, and you know, I was sober, but I took him on a little journey through Seattle, and those guys had a crazy shroom trip the night before. I was like, there's no way tomorrow he's about to record this verse.
And he did it.
And he ended up still coming through, knocked it out.
And you have some heavy hip hop influences. I know you listen to guys like Digital Underground and Hieroglyphics and everything growing up, which I think gives you that more fun feeling sound when you're doing music. It's not always so serious. Who were your other influences coming up in hip hop?
I mean, you know, I grew up listening to West Coast gangster rap, and by the time I was probably like 12, I started listening to Wu-Tang and Nas, Biggie, Mobb Deep, you know, more East Coast stuff. And then you know, it's been all over the place. But people that write songs, people that have you know, concepts behind their music were people that I navigated towards, that I was drawn to. So it really goes all over the place. But you know, those are some artists from the East Coast. You mentioned some from the West Coast, and you know, I'm just a fan of good music. So anything where a rapper is displaying his skills and his heart at the same time, to me, that's always been impressive.